Welcome to the Promevo Show, starring your host, Mark Morrison. Tonight's guests are Richard Hutton and Ian Hutchinson from Samsung. They're showing off their brand new Chromebook 3. The Promevo Show starring Mark Morrison is taped in front of a live studio audience. Now get ready, here's your host.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Mark. Today we've got special guest Samsung in the house. Richard, thank you so much for being on the show.
Great to be here, man.
Just tell me, who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm the de facto product guy today. I run the channel marketing, so all the programs that we do through our partners, I manage all that with a great team back in sunny New Jersey, but it's great to be here in Kentucky today.
Oh, welcome. Yeah, sunny New Jersey. That's lovely. A lot of people seem to love it.
I do. I'm one of those guys. I love New Jersey.
Well, I'm originally from there, so I was just
you escaped.
I was just trying to trying to feel you out a little bit too. Well, so obviously we're here with a brand new product that I've currently got in my hands. It looks like you've got one too. This is the new Samsung Chromebook 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely, it is.
Okay, so what's new about this? What's the big improvement from the Chromebook 2?
Well, a couple of things. We did change. First off, you've got to think about who's using the device, right? So we don't want our little darlings dropping these all over the classroom. So we did a couple of things. One is a nice textured surface, so it grips really well to the hand. Second, on that front, if an accident should happen and they do drop it, it's tested to 27.5 feet, and I'm going to just immediately. This is one that we prepared earlier, and I'm going to take.
Wait, 27.5 feet?
Sorry, did I say 27.5 feet? Don't try that at home, kids. It's 27.5 inches.
Inches, okay, cool.
A little different.
Table height.
Yeah, table height, absolutely.
This show's about to get way more exciting.
Let's go outside right now and do this. No, so a couple of things we did. So you'll see here, right, we've put reinforced corners on the device. Obviously, as you know, you drop anything electronically, it's going to land on the corner. It's kind of Murphy's Law, that's going to happen too. So we did that to protect it. So again, from the user experience, we're making it as ruggedized as we possibly can. A couple of other things: battery life 11 hours, so full school day. And then if little Johnny's forgotten to charge it up, in 15 minutes you're going to get 2.5 hours of action out of this bad boy.
Oh, wow.
So a fast charge feature. Which, if you're used to the Samsung phones that we make, then you'll be familiar with fast charge. So a couple of things we've done there. It's got the Intel Celeron processor in it. It's fine for the school job. It's going to work great in the Google ecosystem for you. And then let's just go back inside too, because I think this really shows very well what we've done inside. So a couple of things to protect the unit. Again, I talked about the reinforced corners. Large heat sink, right? Get that heat dissipated so we don't get any overheated. Protect the ports, another area where you can get damage that we've done. Little things like you can, let me see if I can do this. You can pop the speaker off, so if something does, it's serviceable, right? This is not a unit you just want to pop in the trash can if it goes wrong. There are lots of serviced items about this too. Secured battery, that's a big deal. I don't want people messing around with that. And we use a heavier duty plastic in the build of the thing too. So we're really thinking about the user experience, but also protecting the unit too, because this is an investment that they're making in the digital classroom. So we want to make the most out of that investment. So.
That's awesome. It definitely looks more rugged. I can feel. I know it's always hard to tell people on air. I'm like,
but we kept the weight about the same. It's 2.5 pounds, 2.54 pounds, and a nice thin profile too. It's 0.7 of an inch.
Well, something I noticed too. You've also added the 180 hinge.
180. Thank you, because my team back in New Jersey would be ragging on me for getting that. But yes, the hinges go 180 too, so you can share the work too very well.
In my New Jersey resident newsletter, we just learned about a full 180 degree thing, so we're very proud of it as a state.
There you go. There you go. No, but a terrific device, and again, not new for us, right? This is our third generation device. Been very successful with the first two, and we're getting lots of excitement about this one too. So.
Well, why should I pick that over? And I know I've joked with you before about I've been buying the Chromebooks for myself from Samsung for the last few years, but why would you say this one above all the other competition? What really sets you apart?
I think a couple of things. We build all this stuff ourselves. So the Intel chipset is obviously from Intel, but everything else in here the battery, the display. These are all Samsung components. So that vertical alignment from the factory is really key for us. We strongly believe we get a better quality product. We could be buying components from all over the map and assembling it in a factory somewhere. We don't think you get the same level of quality if you do that. And we do a lot of R&D, not just in the final unit, but in the level of those components that we put into the device. So that's a big plus for us. And I think secondly, and I know you're going to talk with my good friend Ian later about this, but it's also the relationships we have in the software world and the firmware world to really enable the Chromebook to go that step further. I'm not going to steal Ian's thunder. You guys are going to talk a little bit about that whole solution set.
We can steal a little bit. I won't tell him.
Well, he's English too, so he'll forgive me, I'm sure. But that's key for us. So not just the quality of the device, the R&D and the quality of the components that we put in that are Samsung built and designed components, but also the partner relationships we've got out there in the digital classroom, because one Chromebook does not a classroom make, and there's lots of other things that go into that whole experience, and we think we've got a really good edge in that area.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, honestly, just from the build standpoint, like you mentioned, some of the more modular end of the design as far as making it more serviceable.
Yeah.
That's got to be huge. I think that's one of the things that we hear so often from customers. Like, what do I do if this goes bad? Can I fix this?
Yeah.
And now it seems like you've made it way easier for people to be able to repair the device rather than, like you said, throw the trash.
We feel real strongly about that, Mark.
That's awesome. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think the real important question everybody's going to be asking is, where can we get one of these?
Well, you got to come to you guys, right?
I would recommend that. I feel like visiting shop.promevo.com is probably a good idea.
I think that's a great idea. That sounds good. Go there now.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Well, Richard, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure, man.
Coming out here, yeah?
Real fun. Thank you.
We'll be back in just a few minutes, so stick around with us. We're going to bring Ian out here to talk some more solutions about the product, so stay tuned.
Your classroom needs a ruggedly designed device ready for all-day usage. It has to be thin and lightweight, making collaboration simple so your students can share ideas. With an 11-hour battery, a 180-degree screen hinge, and reinforced chassis, the Chromebook 3 is the device your students deserve. The Chromebook 3 from Samsung. Available now at shop.promevo.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. We just finished up with Richard, who was giving us the product rundown, and now I brought Ian out here to tell us some more about the solution side of this. So, Ian, why don't you tell us who you are, what you're doing here, and we'll go from there.
Ian Hutchinson, Samsung Education US, and I've been helping them put together the ecosystem partnerships to support our Chromebook packages in 2016.
Awesome. Well, tell me about those packages. Like, what are you guys working on right now?
So 3 things. I'm going to throw out there 3 C's to remember. They're going to be converting, curriculum, and collaboration. So we put together, went out and searched for the best ecosystem partners we could find. And the first thing we wanted to solve for was getting people onto the Chrome ecosystem.
Sure.
So we came up with a partnership with Neverware, and delivered through you, and it's the ability to take any device that you have that's operating on Windows or Apple's OS and convert that to a Chromebook. So you so from the cloud, you flash off the old operating system, it wakes up as a Chromebook, and then you can take a 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old device and it'll run really quickly and smoothly as a Chromebook.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is, and most directors of IT in most schools, if you look at the cupboard behind them, it's a classroom with no windows, full of devices that are bust. So even if they want to, create a warranty swap out fleet, they can flip all those devices into Chromebooks.
Oh, sure.
Real simple. And then over time, take new Chromebooks in, it allows them to manage that exit.
That's excellent.
So convert to Chrome.
Oh, and for sure. I know, especially in the education world, cost is paramount. And that's going to be huge for that.
It is. It's awesome because let's say they took 2 existing devices and flipped them over using this particular software through you, and then took on a new fresh Chromebook. They're probably into $100 a Chromebook average for that. Right. So now it's very affordable to make one operating system.
Well, when I think about even just the devices I own personally that are literally just garbage and collecting up storage space, you've now given me effectively the opportunity to have useful equipment again.
Try it. Download it for free from the website, and you'll wake the machine up, and you'll be shocked at what it can do.
I can't wait. That'll be excellent. Okay. So that was the first C. What were the other 2? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump in there too much.
Not at all. So now you're on the Chrome operating system, right? And by the way, you'll also find you can deploy 10 more Chromebooks than any other device, per head of staff and all the rest of it as a school. The next one is what are you going to do with curriculum?
Okay.
Most districts are trying to figure out their journey, let's call it. They're wrestling with district digital conversion. How do I get the Chromebook up, and then what do I do with my textbooks? And we picked McGraw Hill. They have a great Chrome app. They've done all their content natively, and you get 1 year's free curriculum from McGraw Hill.
Excellent.
With a Samsung Chromebook, and you get McGraw Hill professional development to make you successful. So we call that Classroom in a Box.
Sure.
And that's going really, really well. The beauty of it is it helps the school retire a whole budget line item and have a proof point. So if they're considering it, do it as a pilot. If they're already using McGraw Hill, they have a benefit. And if they're figuring out which vendor to go with, it's a year they can run a number of classrooms.
Oh, wow.
So great option.
Excellent.
You want to have them up first day with something real on the Chromebook.
Sure, of course, and useful out of the box.
Absolute, right.
That's a great idea.
And no risk to the school for a year.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Right.
And then from there they can decide. That's
Yeah.
great. Cool. And then going from there, we've got the third C, which was...
Third C was collaboration.
Collaboration.
So critical to whether you're Common Core or state standards based, or you're getting your mind around making our kids college and career ready, the first thing you're going to do, working here or elsewhere,
Sure.
is collaborate. And you want to collaborate, and nowadays people are using the Google Docs suite to collaborate on. And Smart Technologies have done a great job of integrating content from great providers like Discovery Education and elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
Feeding that to the Chromebooks. So it's unique. It's a unique Chromebook application. Allows you to get great content, but it also creates for the students an infinite or giant canvas. So now, if we're both on Chromebooks, we can contribute to this virtual canvas that the
Sure.
teacher can control and do that day one. So truly, she or he can set assignments to say, hey, I want you two over here to do me a PowerPoint on this,
Right.
or I want to do a presentation to the class. We can do that through Smart's Chrome app.
That's
So
excellent. So it sounds like, again, just another way to...
it's solving something else, yeah, because the curriculum side normally is about me learning,
Sure.
and the collaboration would be how do peers learn better together.
Sure, and that's, I mean, obviously very big in the education space, but you made a great point too, that like collaboration is pretty much, again, it's just key to everything. You know, I mean, we do it every day at work. You do it in every kind of aspect, because it's really interesting to see you guys funneling a good avenue for people to be able to do that more easily, especially out of the box.
Yeah, and the value prop to the school again, 1 year free, PD included, because PD is critical to any of this.
Absolutely.
So we're going to convert you to Chrome, we're going to make sure there's a curriculum option for you, and there's an option to make sure your students can collaborate day one.
Yep.
That's it. That's a
and you
wrap.
can test it out all for a year at no additional cost to them?
Yes, absolutely.
So I guess the real question is, how do you say no to this?
You don't. It would be very unwise.
That's awesome. Cool. Well, Ian, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you giving us
Cool.
the rundown on all this. It sounds like a really great... Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like that's the fourth C is cool, because it sounds like a really cool,
It is cool.
proposition. And the fifth C is C for cheesy, because that was a bad joke I made.
No, it's not. It should be 3 C's and a P, which is, or a C would be call Promevo.
I appreciate it. Yeah, so as they mentioned earlier, of course, you guys can get this at shop.promevo.com. It's going to be really exciting. I'm excited because I get to play with this one after this video's done, so it should be great. So, Ian, again, I really appreciate your
Enjoy.
time. Thank you so much for being part of the
Thank
show
you.
today.
Pleasure.
And thank you all for watching as always. So, you want to get your hands on one of these new Samsung Chromebook 3s? Yeah, you definitely do. You can do that one of two ways. Either A, click on this link below, it takes you right to shop.promevo.com, or if you want to talk to one of our sales reps first, go ahead and check out the information below. You'll see a contact number for us. Make sure, as always, that you like and subscribe to our videos. Post a comment if you want to see something different. On that, I'll see you next time. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching. You can see a bunch of buttons surrounding me here, and they let you do different things like watch some more videos we've made and what have you. Most importantly though, you'll find that subscribe button. So if you click that, you'll be able to see more awesome content like the video you just watched.